Eminem had planned to launch an iPhone game to coincide with the release of his 2009 album Relapse. Speculation suggested that it was based off his 3 a.m. music video and involved the rapper walking the streets in the early hours of the morning and going on a murderous rampage with several weapons. Apple rejected the app. Prohibition: The Dope Wars 2 allowed users to battle for market share as drug dealers in New York City. You had 30 days to bank as much cash as possible selling narcotics. Once Apple discovered the explicit nature of the title, it was banned. The creators then relaunched the app after renaming it to Candy Wars, where gamers sold candy instead of drugs. Same difference. You can already tell by the app's name how it would have a hard time passing Apple's reviewing process for incoming apps. It claimed to detect cellular radiation based on environmental conditions, cell tower distances, and how you hold your iPhone. Apple denied the app, claiming the diagnostics tool would scare people and cause confusion. Go figure. The Slash app showed a picture of a menacing knife, and when the iPhone was shaken, it would play the Psycho theme. The game was originally allowed to be released in August 2008, but was banned after just one day of heavy criticism in the UK, where there had been several recent stabbings at the time. Obama Trampoline allowed users to pick several politicians alongside the current president and have him or her bounce on a trampoline and pop balloons. Following its removal, Apple didn't give a public reason for the rejection, but it was probably for the app's may not defame public figures rationale that had been given for other similar rejections. An app that turns all your tweeting activity into street slang sounds like it might be a fun concept, but Apple didn't think so when people who had downloaded it began to complain about some of the racist nature in the app, leading to its removal. Still, it would have been funny to see if someone's Twitter feed, like Stephen Fry's, was given the ghetto tweetment. My Shoe allowed the user to play the role of the Iraqi shoe-tossing journalist and hurl footwear at former President George W. Bush. The app was rejected for defaming a public figure. Freedom Time was also removed for the same reason. This app marked the days, hours, minutes, and even seconds until the end of the Bush administration. The app was rejected during the run-up to the election in September 2008, and Apple CEO Steve Jobs even reportedly sent an email to Freedom Time's developers explaining the application, quote, would be offensive to roughly half our customers, end quote. In 2011, Apple banned an iPhone app called Phone Story, a darkly satirical minigame collection that exposes the ugly side of smartphone production, a decision made after perhaps realizing that the subject matter hit a little close to home. The app included a suicides minigame where you play as net-bearing medical staff who are attempting to catch workers as they throw themselves from the roof. The real-world Foxconn in Taiwan saw 14 suicides in 2010. The game was initially approved by Apple. It went live on the iPhone App Store on September 9th, but it was removed and banned 4 days later. The company said the app violated 4 rules for iOS app creation: its depiction of child abuse, objectionable or crude content, and promises to turn over a portion of the money to charity caused its removal, Apple claimed. Priced at $1,000, the I Am Rich app was covered by several large media outlets after it was banned. The functionless app just displayed a red diamond in the background and the catchphrase, you guessed it, I am rich. Apple removed it, but not before a few people downloaded it, netting the app's creator over $5,000. Apparently, Apple refunded the idiots who bought it. Baby Shaker allowed users to silence the cries of an imaginary infant by shaking the phone until the baby appeared dead. Following severe criticism from childcare advocacy groups, Apple banned the app in April 2009. The app's description read, "See how long you can endure his or her adorable cries before you just have to find a way to quiet the baby down." Still, makes you wonder how Apple, a company that reviews every app application, approved something that promoted infanticide. How'd that one slip through the cracks?